Hello everybody, Ian Robson, welcome back to an episode of County Line. As you can see, almost done this field here of straw. Well, maybe not almost. I guess we have like a quarter left or something like that, so not too long. So what we're going to do is going to haul this one load of straw, and then I'm going to do the rest off camera, because you don't need to see me hauling all this straw. But we'll just do the one load here, and then we'll move on to something else, because we have a couple of things going on today. I think what we're going to do is we planted rye in field 33. Oops, that's a pull in. Planted rye in 33, and in 10 we have a little bit left of that corn. I guess we could harvest that little bit left of corn just so we can do something with that field. And then we have 10 still, so we're going to try and progress time so we actually maybe start on 10 at the very least. That would be kind of nice, because I want to get that corn off the field, because we're running in a situation where we are running out of corn. I think we have, I'm not sure if we have corn left in our main. Oh, we have 30,000 there, so we have a little bit of corn on in the main silo, but we don't have anything left at the cow silo, so that could become an issue quickly, because that's how I've been feeding my cows thus far. Is strictly by, well, not corn fed plus other things as well, so we'll see what happens here. So that's what we're going to work on today in today's episode. Hopefully we have enough time to get all that done, at least starting some of those things. The problem I run into always is just not having enough time to do everything in the morning. Also, the funny thing is, when these bales are just like strapped on like this, that's when you really see the weight of them. So when you make turns like that, you can saw it rocking back and forth there, because it didn't take that turn nearly as smoothly as I should have. But anyways, that's the way it goes sometimes. Alright, so let's get down here and I'll come back when we are at the dairy farm. Alright, just put a couple bales in the TMR mixer over there, and that's why we have a couple left at the front. Let's see what space we have available to us. So we have quite a bit of straw now. Almost too much, I think. Let's move this out of the way here. And what we'll do is, I think that's for tractors, if I had to guess. This bucket right here. Hopefully I can just pick it up here. There we go. Let's move that out of the way. Put that there for the time. Actually, let's just move this completely out of the way, because you don't need it getting in our way again. So let's put it over here real quick. I don't think I've even used it for a while now, so there we go. And what we can do is, it's not going to be big enough for, it might be. So let's grab this right here, and these two squares right here, and we should be able to put these in there, I think. Alright, looks like they'll fit right here. Let's go ahead and just unload them there. Perfect. That'll keep them out of the way. Nice. Let's leave the truck there for the time being. Hop over into the combine here. We can drop that trailer there because we don't need it right now. And let's go get that little tiny bit of corn that's on the other field over there. Just so we have some extra, because we already filled the bunker, and I believe the bunker is already fermenting, and I believe we have already started using the silage from that. Interesting little fact, you don't see many tractor or many combines with this folding header, because it's crazy expensive, or this style of header at least. At work we don't have many. I don't think we have any of these styles, just because they are so expensive, but they are kind of convenient, being able to drive down the road. I was actually behind a combine the other day, and they had a head fully unfolded, but it was a tiny little combine, so like maybe half the size of this one, and it was just going down the road. But this is the time when you got to give farmers a bit of extra space, because they are moving equipment around on the roads, and sometimes it's a main road, 'cause that's the only way they can get there, so be sure to share the road. Alright, let's get this little tiny bit here. We shouldn't get a full bin's worth here. I'd be surprised if we did, to be honest with you. Alright. Crops are too wet. Okay, well, at least we're ready to go now. So, what are we going to put in this field? I think we're going to put tillage radish in this field. Let's go ahead and grab our one of our big tractors. I guess we're going to use this small one right here. Wow, this one's technically a big one. Alright. And someone asked me to put not the poly tanks, but the RX tanks on here. Because it needs to have the RX tank. So let's go ahead and do that right now. I think I've made these switches like a number of times now, but we'll see how it goes here. There we go. Let's make the little change here. So the RX tanks. I don't know if it's gonna make a difference or not. Customize RX tanks. I guess these is what changed right here again. There you go. That change has been made now. Alright, let's grab this. Got some fertilizer in here. We got a little bit of rye still in here as well. Let's get a little bit more fertilizer. And I don't think we have any. Well, we might. We might have some made. I don't know. Let's check here. Just filling up on fertilizer. Apparently we have some in here. Apparently I was able to get it right into the hopper here, which is pretty surprising. I thought I wasn't going to be able to do that at all, but it seems like we're good. Alright, there we go. That's all full up. Interesting little fact about this specific tractor, actually. I just saw a video, what was it, just this morning, yesterday, last night I guess it was. And they're actually making this RX 9000 series, or 96, what do you call it? 9620 RX. They're making it with narrow tracks now, which is kind of interesting. So for those people doing row crops, they're offering the opportunity of using this on row tracks too, which I thought was kind of interesting. Instead of being regular tracks, they offer them with straight up row tracks, which I thought was kind of cool because, for example, if you have huge potato fields, that's what came to mind, but you can also use it for like side dressing corn, I suppose. So if you need a big tractor. So I think they offered like wide tracks, narrow tracks, and they offered spacing between. So like they offered a variety of spacing options in between here. So I just saw the video on that the other day. It was kind of interesting. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So same tractor, just with some more options now. So it's kind of cool. All right, so here we are down at the field. Good. Let me just progress time real quick here, and we'll come back when it's not wet crops anymore. All right. Only had to progress a little bit of time here. So we'll get this last little bit out here. As you can see, this is the difference between chaffing corn and then just cutting it like this, because this would be the chopped straw and that would be without chopped straw essentially. So when you chaff the corn, you get the chopped straw benefits. So when I seed over this, it's going to get 2 times right here. But we don't really need to do that right now. So we're going to drop a little bit of tillage radish on here, like I said, and that'll be this. Let's hire a worker for this, and just hop over to this tractor and get this started, because it's probably not going to fill up. Well, if it does, I'd be surprised, to be honest with you. Okay, unfold that. Just get the ball rolling here. And we don't want rye. We want, not canola. No, oilseed radish. Here we are. There we go. Waiting for it to turn on. Lowering it down. Does it want me to lower this one? No. Okay, thought I'd try. we go. And 17.7. No, that's not what I want at all. Nope, that's a little bit too big. 18. Can I get 17.8? Sure, that'll work. With the 0 offset, thank you very much. There we go. So this will get us, should get us two stages of fertilization here. So the seeder will give us 1, and then when we put the oilseed radish in, it'll be 2. If this was all chopped straw, then we would get another one from that, but alas, it's not going to happen that way, so. Looks like that combine's done. Yep. There might be a little bit left there. And let's get this guy so he turns around this way. Let's make him so he turns at, let's say, 8 meters from the edge of the field. So that hopefully it's not too crazy. So the reason why we're not using the Seed Hawk, of course, is because this field's not that big, and the Seed Hawk requires a tractor that I don't have right now, which we'll have to get at some point. Because having a Seed Hawk and not being able to use it is not cool. So either I might trade in the other Steiger we have for Seed Hawk, or for Seed Hawk. Might trade the other Steiger we have for the quad track with 692 horsepower, or I might just get another tractor. I haven't decided yet. Probably replace one of them, to be honest with you, because I don't really need 3 big tractors. Not right now, at least. But I suppose there's always a reason to have one more. There we go. Let's see how this works with 8 meters. Oh, that's perfect. There you go. So we'll come back around, do a headland at the end here, and clean all that up. Looks like I might require 2 headlands, maybe, to get it all said and done. Not bad. Let's hop into this real quick. Move it out of the way. There we go. Got a little bit of corn in there. Then we'll be able to progress time. There we go. There we go. Let's get back on track here. All right, only on the third pass here, and we're basically like almost halfway done. If I'd used a Seed Hawk, would have been probably done by now at this rate. So it's kind of funny how this works out when you have some of the bigger equipment and you're working on a smaller field. Of course, it depends on the field. Some fields it's just not worth taking the big equipment into. Like these ones are pretty open, but if you go into like some of the English maps and try and take some of the big equipment in there, it doesn't work at all. It's more of a headache than anything else. Because you're sitting there just kind of like, why did I try to do this? I'm sure we've all done this before. Well, at least I definitely have. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely have tried to put a bigger implement in a field that definitely was not meant for that implement. If you go back and look at some of the streams, I'm pretty sure I've used a big M on a little tiny field on an English map, or an Irish map even. But hey, that's just the way I like to play sometimes, and just mess around and have some fun. So, anyways, folks, what I'll do is I'll finish this up off camera, and we'll come back next time, and hopefully by then we'll be harvesting some corn. My name's Iain Robson. I hope you enjoy. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more Farm Sim action. I'll catch you guys later.